Welcome to another episode of Just Ask Cher Live. And look at this, guys. The timer. That's right. The timer. I remembered. Now, the second part of remembering the timer is remembering to press the timer. So, doing that now. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Doing that now. Look at that. Show's off to a great start, even though, it's 5 minutes behind. You know what, guys? I was so social today, trying to let everybody know, like everybody. I was sliding into all kind of DMs. I know a lot of you guys are watching right now, just wanting to make sure that a lot of my regulars who watch and support me knew about the time change, because I am so happy that you actually watch me. And sliding back into the night zone for those of you over in the Eastern Standard Time zone. That's where we're at. So it's 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time seems to be the new Just Ask Cher live time. But you know what? You know I love you, whether it's the replay or you're watching live. So either way, I love it. And what's interesting about today's show is because of last week's show, where we talked about, and this was just a scroll stopper, which is really interesting. And we talked about, nailing an intro video. And it came from just an idea, from seeing somebody else's post. We'll go into that in just a second. And from there, this took on its own life. I created a video, I think it was on Thursday or Friday, posted that, and then a bunch of you guys are like, yes, I'm down. Intro video challenge accepted. That's what most of you are saying, and what's awesome is I'm starting to see the videos make their way, surface their way over onto LinkedIn, and a lot of people have messaged me. They're like, Cher, I want to do this. I'm excited about doing this, but there's a problem. I'm just not ready. I feel scared. And that's so normal. So today we're going to address those fears, because no one's going to be scared today after this video, because I'm going to give you a framework that you can use. And I'm also going to give you some tips so you look like pros right out the gate. And some of the people, not some, all of the people who have put their videos together, I'm like a proud mama bear. I'm serious, because I've been watching that hashtag, which I want you guys to watch the hashtag, and check out how many people are starting to do it and the type of engagement that they're getting on their videos. So I'm super excited. I have like a ton of stuff on my desk. You guys can't even see what's going on, and neither can I. Well, it's not a ton of stuff. It's really like my big old iPad is in the way. So, okay, now that's better. Now I know what's going on. It's missing like a screen. You have no idea how that was stressing me out. But, all right, let's do this. So y'all ready? Are you guys ready right now for some scroll stopping love when it comes to your own scroll stoppers, your intro videos? The first thing I want to know is, are you comfortable as of this moment? Not at the end of this video, but as of this moment, are you comfortable about creating your own intro video? Yes or no? Let me know. And in the meantime, as well, while you're typing in those 3 letters or 2 letters, also, are you loving this topic? Give me a little thumbs up. Give me some love. Give me something. It means a lot to me, and the algorithm also loves it too. When you share in the likes and the loves, your network gets to see it. And I promise you that not only you will learn something from this video today, this live episode, so will your network. But of course, like what I'm doing while you guys are answering your questions, the one homework assignment that you have right now, are you comfortable introducing yourself on video? Yes or no? I'm diving in right now to make sure I'm comfortable with you guys online and that you can actually see me. Yes, it looks like I'm in, like Flynn. This is perfect. All right. And let me just jump into these comments. Whitney says, yes, I'm getting there. And Whitney, she's one of the people that we're going to look at her video tonight because she rocked it. We can't go through all of them, but I'm going to scroll through the people who have already stepped up to the plate and rocked the challenge, my friends. And Angela says, yes, she's ready. Tony says, yes. Oh, yes. Emporia says yes. And you guys got to see his video. Oh, my gosh. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of everyone. Esther says, I see you, Diana Parker. And yes, I want to see you too, Diana Parker. I want to see your video. I'm just saying. And Steve Sullivan says he would love to. The UMAP coach. Come on. I want to. Yes. Ready to intro yourself. Step up to the plate because I'm going to hook you guys up. Okay. And Linda is, oh, nice to see you back, Linda. We got to catch up. Lisa says, no, she's not ready. Not comfortable yet. Lisa, I got you. Don't worry about it. But you love the topic because video intros are next level powerful. Okay, guys, I need you to understand that they are super powerful. And Diana says she's not comfortable, but she will. She promises. You better. I'm coming for you. I'm looking for you. Oh my gosh, everybody's so excited. Natalie says yes. And Maureen says not. I'm going to guess you're basically saying not ready yet. So you're kind of there, but you're not yet there. Lionel says yes. Shad says absolutely. Now that's rocking the confidence right there. That intro video challenge confidence. So you know, Shad, sorry, called you Chad. Chad, I know you're watching too, and I know you're going to rock your video, by the way. But back to you, Shad. I know that because of all this confidence, I am coming for you. I'm going to look for your video, okay? I want to see that. Esther says, come on, everyone, we can do this. This is absolutely correct. And Esther, I love it how she's encouraging everybody, and she has the right to encourage everybody because guess what? She did it. You guys got to see her video too. Oh my gosh. And Carlton says, hey, Cher. And Zach says, no, but Zach, you're going to say yes when we're done. And yep, Chad, of course he says yes. See, I told you, Chad's ready too. So both Shad and Chad got the confidence going. So I can't wait to see your videos. And Michael Ellis, you're on trend because guess what? I got a stat too, Michael Ellis. He says video production is one of the greatest trends for 2020. And speaking of trends, my friends, like that, I like that. All right, I'm into my rhyming tonight. Check this out. Let me see if I can get my timing perfect. I don't think I can do it, but let's see. There we go. No, I didn't move you over. There we go. This is a stat that we all need to remember. We do a lot of writing. We put a lot of stuff out there. But when it comes to video, viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in a video in compared to 10% meaning 10% is what they retain when they're reading it in text. So that's something that we all need to keep in mind because I found even when I was watching a lot of the videos, it's like I remembered more about them, even though I've read their profiles, I've checked them out, I've seen them. I am remembering more because people come to life in videos. We tend to trust people more in videos because it just feels like a real person. Just like the extension of videos being voice notes, we seem to trust people more when we hear their voice. It's like, that's an actual person. Yes, that is a person. So I am loving this idea. And also, when you guys check the hashtag later, because I'm going to encourage you guys to check the hashtag as you add to it. Carlton says he'll even get a green screen. And Fasani says she needs to wait for a good hair day. Trust me, I plan my hair days around Just Ask Cher Live. You think I look like this every day? You think my hair, my perfect curls, well, they're not always that perfect, but today's a good hair day. You think every day is like this? Nah, not at all. Okay, so Stephanie says, boom, intro video done, but having trouble loading it to LinkedIn. Hopefully, I'll have it uploaded by Wednesday morning. Okay. Stephanie, let me know if you have any more trouble with it because I at one point had video issues with LinkedIn as well. So hopefully it's not the video issue that I had, but we'll talk about it if there's other ways that you can do it. So videos, here I come. Doree says love voice notes, podcast, and video. Of course you love podcasts, girl. You've got a podcast that's rocking, so make sure you let everybody know about that in the comments. And Michael Ellis says the old saying stands true. A picture is worth 1,000 words. And then you add in the words with the video, and then you got you just 10x those 1,000 words, right? And yes, hair has to be right. And Linda's so lovely. You look gorgeous all the time. Linda, can I carry you in my back pocket, please? Because I need that kind of cheerleader with me all the time. And Natalie's like, I'm sure you look great every day. Again, I need you people all around me all the time. Okay, So now it's my turn to feed y'all. Well, you fed my ego, which I appreciate. It's now my turn to feed you guys. Okay. So it's all about nailing the video intro. And before I do that, I know a bunch of people, you guys are all team live right now, which is dope. Let me know for y'all watching right now, team live, your team live, but also my team replayers, especially the people who can no longer watch live because in the daytime they were able to, but in the nighttime they're sleeping right now. I've got people right now that are sleeping that are dying to watch this, and they're going to wake up in the morning. And your team replay, you're still my team. I love you and I'm so grateful. Wow, we have been I've been talking to you guys for 10 minutes and I haven't jumped into everything. So team live, team replay, let me know in the comments. I'll check back later because you guys are popping in the comments and I appreciate you. But let's get down to business, shall we? All right. Okay, so if you guys didn't remember, if you didn't watch last week's, this was the video that started them all. This was the scroll stopper from last week. And this is where I got the idea. This is not something that, I even thought about until I saw Charlie's awesome intro. He just did a quick intro telling people what he did, and I thought it was amazing. And then by the end of the show, I was like, okay, that's it. We're doing an intro video challenge because that's the nature of live. It's my show. I'm a one-woman show. I can do whatever I want. It's my show, damn it. So that's what came out of that. And then 2 days later, I created a video. So if you guys haven't seen that video, you'll see it has just go on my profile, purple background, and then all of a sudden you'll see I do something live because I wanted to showcase, to give you an example of what it looked like with absolutely no tech, because you do not need tech to do this video. You just need your phone. And I didn't even use any of my fancy mics. Guys, I love my tech. I just used headphones so that you could hear me. It was kind of a bit of a noisy background, which I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the do's and the don'ts when you're recording yours. But I used my headphones to pick up my voice. So take a look at that video. I'll show it to you guys in just a second when we go into the hashtag. But it did model what I wanted you guys to do. But when I released that video, I got so many questions about, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of stressed out about this. So I was like, okay, looks like I need to go deeper. And if you were on my mailing list, this is like a shameless plug for my mailing list. If you were on my mailing list, you would already have these points because I sent it out to y'all. And if you are on my mailing list, you need to go search your mailing list, search Cher Jones, you'll find me. You'll find all you need to know about this as well. You'll have the notes, but you can just screenshot if you're watching. It's all good because I have the framework for you that I'm going to share so that you can comfortably deliver it. And every single person I sent this framework to, they all said this is super helpful. So hopefully tonight you guys are going to find this super helpful. And we'll go from there. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is when you are doing your intro, when you're creating your videos, I just noticed I have an error and that's really annoying me, but we'll forget that. The first thing that you need to do when you're creating a video, so these are some do's and don'ts before I jump into the framework, is watch your backgrounds. So here's what I mean by that is like, there's two types of backgrounds, your sound background as well as where you are. So for example, when you see my intro video that I did the example of, I was in a place, there was a waterfall in the background, like an indoor waterfall kind of thing. And I could hear it in the background. It was kind of loud. So it was drowning out my voice a little bit, but I had the microphone. I've had people who send me their intro videos because they don't feel ready for prime time yet. And one said one had her car running while she was doing it, and it actually picked up the engine sound. So you got to be really careful. Also, distracting backgrounds. So you want to make sure that you're in a place that you can speak loud enough, or there's things in your background that are not distracting. So beware of that. Okay, second tip, clean your lens. So I've seen some videos. It's amazing how bright and vibrant your camera will become as far as how it will pick up the light and when you clean your lens. So always, no matter what video you're creating, always clean your lens. It's so important. Okay, so remember that. It makes a big difference. Try it. Shoot your video and then shoot another one, clean the lens. You'll be like, oh my gosh, this is like night and day difference. The other thing that I'm seeing a lot of is people doing the wrong angle. So try to get the camera so it's flat on. See how like I'm practically looking at the camera. Women, we tend to like to look a little bit up at the camera, where guys tend to look down. So try to find that nice happy medium. We don't want our cameras on our laps or somewhere low we're looking in, because it's a weird angle. So I want you to just get that camera angle faced up, and then in Tap That App, I actually went hardware. So instead of like an app, I went totally hardware. So I'll hook you guys up on what you can use for future videos. Not for this one. Do not wait. Use what you have. Do what you can. And you will eventually have other equipment that you need. You do not need equipment for this. But for future videos, you'll like this one. So anyway, stay tuned for that. As well, so finding that right angle that you look your best in, and try to give yourself some distance from the camera as well. And also, here's another thing that's really important is, as much as this is an intro about us, we need to somehow make it about our ideal target audience or the people that we serve. And in my framework, I'm going to show you how to do that just in like literally the next point. We're going to do that. This one, let me move my timer out of the way. Know what you are going to say. So this is like the perfect segue for me telling you what you need to say, because I am going to give you a framework, and then afterwards, I'll tell you when to get ready for a screenshot so that you can actually have the actual framework in your hands. But before I do that, I want to tell you something really exciting about what's going on with LinkedIn right now. And I have only seen the announcement, but I haven't seen it in real life yet. So what's happening, and this is why these videos are going to be so important this year and onwards. So LinkedIn is adding a feature section. So I know Chad and I have been messaging about it. I've seen a bunch of people post about it, but I haven't seen it in action. And basically what these feature sections are going to replace is, currently people can add media in your about section. But what we're going to be allowed to do now, as soon as it rolls out, is feature content, so that people will right away, if you choose what you want to feature as content, when they come onto your profile, they'll see that featured content, kind of like a pinned tweet or a pinned post in Facebook. And I think this is amazing. In fact, let me know what you think in the comments as well. I'll dive back in just a second. I think this is amazing. So think about it this way. You can pin we'll call it pinning for now, because I don't know how the feature works exactly, other than I know it's going to be featured very front and center on your profiles, is that when people come to your profile, they'll be able to see whatever it is you're featuring. And if it's your video introduction, what a great way for them to get to meet you. So this is why this is so important. And remember, you can have more than one video introduction. You can do one every couple months. You meet new people all the time. You can refresh it. You can update it. It's not like a one and done scenario. So I want you to keep that in mind. So let's see what people are saying here. Julie's saying, this was such a good exercise. Thanks for doing this. Then you used it to create your show. Yes, I'm telling you, I am a content guru. Well, not quite, but I'm working on that. I like that. Yeah, no up the nose shot, says Esther. And I don't know how to do video on LinkedIn. Well, first, what you need to work on first is trying to do and this is Angela Brown saying that, is first work on just recording the video. And then when you do a post, it will offer you the option. You'll see the little camera, and you can upload it that way. You can upload it from your desktop, but also your phone as well. Michael says, I rock. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. And what do you mean, make it about them? I am glad you asked, Angela. Give me 1 second and I will get to it, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Yes, and Bonnie's saying, "Oh, love that featured content." Yes, it's gonna be awesome when we can get it. And then Marcel says, "I still have to do my video. I've applied to do live videos, but no luck yet." Okay, I believe you. We'll talk about your application because sometimes there are certain things that LinkedIn is now looking for. And yes, Stephanie's like, OMG, a pinned LinkedIn video. Gonna start getting the hair and makeup budget, right? Yo, my hair budget, or actually my budget for my video is like $10 t-shirts. That's my budget every single week. And I know Chad's saying, why can't we have this feature? Okay, so I'm gonna jump in. I can't see the comments. Diana, I can see your comments. So what you may want to do is refresh the screen and they should like get out and get back in and they should start coming up because everybody's comments are here. So guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump into how to do this. And this is the intro framework. The first thing that you need to do, and don't worry, I will recap this with a slide. I just want to talk to you guys. So the first thing that you need to do is get their attention. So when I say make it about them is your target audience. Them is your team. Them are the people that you may be in a meeting with. Okay, so if you are client facing, it's about your clients. If you are team facing, it's about the people you work with and how you help them. And the first thing you want to start with is that overarching problem or overarching theme that you are working to solve. Guys, I'm going to tell you from now, this is a deep episode, so I may go over 10 minutes. I hope you guys are okay with that. If you got to go, you got to go. But I'm just warning you for now. I looked at like 8 minutes, 38 seconds. I was like, yeah, right. But anyways, back to the framework. I'm jumping all over the place. But okay, so here's the situation. So basically, what you want to do is you want to articulate the problem. So and I'll use me as an example because it's easy because I know my problem. So basically, social media, and this is the problem that I articulate, social media has completely changed the way we do business. People look you up before they take your phone call, before they respond to your meeting request, before they invite you for an interview, and we can go on with that. So we can go on and on with that. It's like before they invite I lost my train of thought. Okay, so let me start that one more time. I'm speaking too fast. Let me slow down. All right. Social media has completely changed the way we do business. People check you out on LinkedIn and Google your name before they take your phone call, before they respond to your email, or invite you to a meeting. What happens when somebody looks you up? What does your brand online say about you? What about your teams? Okay, so that right there is the problem. So when you articulate the problem first, what happens is you get their attention, right? Oh, this is what this person's going to talk about. This is what this person's going to solve, because it's like, oh, that sounds like something I'm interested in, right? As opposed to saying, hi, I'm Cher Jones and I'm a social media trainer. What we have is that so what, who cares factor, right? So we start with a problem. The next thing that we do is once we have that problem in place, we can say and then your title. So for me, as a social media trainer who specializes in personal branding, now I help. So these are the things that we're pulling in together. I help corporate professionals, leaders, and B2B entrepreneurs. So what we're doing is we have the problem, my title, and who I help. And what do I help them do? I help them create powerful personal brands online so that when people look them up, they are ready for business, or something as simple as that, right? So they can close more deals, get better interviews, have greater relationships with their clients. So I go in and all that stuff. So basically what we're doing, if I break down this framework one more time, is we talk about the problem, then we bring in your title, but we're still talking about your audience. So again, it's still making it about them. And what do? I help you identify that audience. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let me show you my screen because I have something pretty dope for you guys so you can see it. This is what you want to screenshot, by the way. Okay. So here we go. The problem, you get their attention, right? As a You introduce your title. As a social media trainer, I help. Who do I help? I help corporate professionals, B2B entrepreneurs, and leaders do what? Develop powerful personal brands for business so they can, what do they achieve? So they can build trust and create stronger relationships, build we can go on, close more sales. I can just list all the things that I help them do, right? And then that final piece is, and here's why. So this is where you talk about your experience. Well, I have been working in the industry for I've been working in the industry for over 20 years in broadcasting, PR, and corporate communications. And I also have been working, and I talk about the fact that I've been using social media since before MySpace was cool. So this is a framework. I hope this makes sense to you. I've kind of fumbled it a bit, but if you use this framework to talk about what you do, it will allow you to truly articulate everything that you do to your client do with your client and for your client or for your team in a very short period of time. And it becomes such a valuable tool because people are able to see themselves. You introduce yourself without talking about yourself. You start talking about who you help and what do you help them do? What do they accomplish with you, with your lead? And then it gets into, well, I have over 20 years of experience. I've worked in broadcasting, PR, and corporate communications. I've worked with these companies. So this is where you can start to name drop. And then all of a sudden, it's like you have identified why they want to work with you. And let me move the time so you can actually, there you go. Take a nice snapshot right here. And then it's going to come back to my face. Okay? So, I love it. Carlton, the clock is over the last bullet. Okay, got you. Awesome breakdown, says Melissa. Yes, this is very much like an elevator speech. That is exactly what it is. An intro. This is another opportunity to network and give your elevator speech. Linda says this really helps. And Julie's saying amazing insights as always. And here you go. Here you see it all. So are you guys writing notes? Are you taking snapshots right now? Because you got this, okay? Everyone is selling something, but it's all in the how you go about it. Value over vanity. You know what I'm saying? We all want those value-based experiences. Okay, guys. So let me move over. Let me see if I can do this nice and cleanly. All right. I'm back. All right. So again, remember those tips. You see them here, but also remember that framework. You use that framework, guaranteed you will be able to, you will truly be able to articulate your intro in a really cool, neat way. And as it was mentioned, like as it was highlighted in the comments, this is an elevator pitch. That's all it is. But it's a very client-centric. It's very about them. So if you work on a team, you talk about what your responsibility is in the team and who you help. And that who could be the product, it could be the service that you're building, you're working on, could be the team that you work with or serve, or it could be clients. So hopefully this works for you guys. And of course, if you have any questions, let me know. But I want to make sure that you guys nail your intros. And of course, the scroll stoppers, guys. I want to show you at this point some of the awesome people who are doing their thing. But before I do that, let me remind you of one thing. Make sure that you're on my mailing list, because the people on my list already got these points, because I wanted to make sure I hooked them up. And so that is something that's important to know. So I got you. I got your back. And as well, we are going now to the scroll stopper. And I want you guys to check out the hashtag for the scroll stopper, because you're going to see who has already put their their hat in the ring. So let's take a look right here. So this is the scroll stopper, right? And let me just do a little quick refresh. See if there's still 16 followers. 17 now. Look at that. So I want you guys following that bad boy because you can see other people. So here's the intro video challenge that I talked about. And there's my example right there. Say about you? So you have that there, right? And okay, so Whitney, shout out to Whitney. She finished hers 3 hours ago and she did an awesome job. And what I liked about Whitney's is she went and broke down her key takeaways as well. So think about when we get the opportunity to pin this post to our profiles, people will know exactly what she does. And again, we've remembered 95% of what she says. And she has some really cool language around her being a brand innovator. So I really like that. The only thing that I would tell Whitney to do otherwise, Whitney, is just give some space between you and the camera. Outside of that, absolutely perfect. So that would be my only feedback. But other than that, amazing. You guys have to watch her. Hey, there's the show right there. This by Jane was amazing. And we're going to find Jane's actual one because you have to see the engagement that she got. So Raquel, and I'm going to go back to the other one as well. Raquel, she did hers. She said it was a little bit grainy, but her delivery was dope. And I really appreciated. So you guys got to watch this one as well. And again, you're seeing everybody keeping it under 2 minutes. And you're seeing the engagement that she's getting. Stephanie said she's on hers. Belvin did his as well. And again, everybody's getting really great engagement. And we're seeing that with these posts. Patrick was the first actually to jump on it. And what you're seeing right now is a lot of people actually sharing other people's. So Sherry shared Pamela's. It's actually her sister, but still she shared it anyways. And it's getting engagement. And as well, I wanted to show you Jane's. And Patrick's is doing really well. And Esther just put up hers just like less than an hour ago. And hers was amazing. So you guys got to check it out. She even had a poem in it. It was so good. And it was so relevant. So well done. And Poria, he really impressed me because he's a newcomer. And he's talking about the work he does. He's a newcomer to Toronto, Canada. So he's talking about just the challenge of being a newcomer and the skills that he brings with him to the workforce, and also that he does video editing. And Quinn was one of the first people also to jump on the challenge, and she does a great job. Again, I loved hers, but this is an example of having to clean your lens and it will brighten up the entire thing, but her delivery was awesome. So remember what I said, guys. You don't have to, so if we go into Patrick's here, let me see. If you go into Patrick's, what was amazing about Patrick's, and this is something you guys should all do, is go into people's posts. Look at that. 41 engagement, 610 views in 4 days. Really well done. So I loved that. And also Jane, hers is killing it right now. So let me get into hers. She did such a good job with her video. And let me find her actual video. Bear with me a second. So she got 2,341 views, 110 engagement, tons of comments, and I really got a chance to know every single person that I am showing you. So back to me, back on camera, but all I want to say is, guys, this is a wonderful opportunity to introduce yourself to your network. So please do that. And let me also want to let you know about Tap That app. So if you guys are looking for some equipment, this is what I'm going to recommend, some hardware this time. So this, let me get it in the screen properly, is like an epic selfie camera, okay? Epic. It even has a remote control. You can make it go down sideways, and it has a big old selfie stick. I'm going to show you what it is on camera. So this is what it looks like. And I totally recommend it because I've purchased more than one of them. and given them as gifts. And you can see it has a remote control. It's awesome. And that's what I shot mine with as well. But you do not need this to shoot yours. You just have to, on Amazon, these are the two brands that I have purchased and bought, and they're exactly the same. They're just relabeled. So the Wevon or the Young 10 selfie stick, grab it. It's like under $25. It's totally worth it. So grab one. And also, don't forget, while you're following the hashtag intro video challenge, please make sure you use it. Also, follow the Just Ask Cher hashtag, because you won't miss one of these videos either, or at least the likelihood of it showing up in your feed is a lot better. So I'm going to jump in right now to the comments. How do you find these videos? Well, what you do, Burke, is you just search hashtag intro video challenge, and they will all pop up for you. Some of them don't pop up. Some of them will, show the share of a share, but they all should pop up. And this is a great way to see other people's videos. It's also a great way to network with active people on LinkedIn who are introducing themselves, and add them to your network. It's such a wonderful thing to do. So, let's see. I'm just jumping in there. Good. Marcel said, I just signed up on your email list. Cher. I appreciate that. And yes, Jared saying, yes, please clean your lens before you record. And, Dr. Terry Carell, thank you so much for joining me too. And let's see. YouTube mic on Amazon. Absolutely. That's another great thing to have, a mic. I have so many mics, but yeah, you can use your, if you don't want to invest yet and you're like on the fence on video, at least use your headphones. And the selfie camera, let me tell you, that selfie stick is awesome. It's awesome. I've been using it. I've given it as gifts because I think it's an awesome gift. Maybe I'll do a giveaway one day. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So keep that in mind. And Martin says, hey. So I'm going to get, I love it. I'm going to get my ish together and streamline and deliver. Yeah, that's right. Dr. TK. That's what I'm calling you from now on. But anyways, yes, get it together. You need to get your intros on. We're soon going to be able to feature it on our profiles, and this makes such a difference. So, if you guys have any questions, I'm way over time, as you know. So leave them in the comments below, and I will get to them, of course. But I do appreciate, look at Julie, she's already, it's like in my Amazon cart now, because it's amazing. It's an awesome tool. So I can't rave enough about that. Coming up next, I'm not sure. I have 2 ideas in mind, but they're percolating a little bit. So I want to make sure whatever's clever, I'll hook you guys up with the good stuff. You can guarantee that. That's on brand for me. So, but either way, I appreciate you watching. And as you know, guys, sharing is caring. If you felt this video, if you felt this live broadcast was working for you, you felt it. You're like, yo, I learned something today. Share it. It's that simple. Little share button on the bottom. Sharing is caring, right? But Selfie Stick Nation, you guys are killing me. Oh my gosh, this is too funny. Yes. Check your configuration on LinkedIn for notifications. Yes, that's another thing. Troy says, Troy, I meant to message you about this too. Forgot that you're on a new night, but I do appreciate you finding it anyway and showing up. So I also want to make sure that you guys know that this is the new bat time, same bat channel, LinkedIn, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Hope you can join me another night, because I promise the goods. I promise it. Promise. I got you. So thank you so much for watching. And of course, I look forward to seeing you on another episode. See you later, guys. I appreciate it so much.